What's going on, guys? So today I'm out here at CCRV and we are going to take a look at a pre-owned unit. So what you are looking at in front of you is a 2012. Yep, this thing is 8 years old, and this is a Redwood. This is a very high-end unit, and I believe new. Even in 2012, this thing sold for like $130,000. This is really cool, and I want to show you what you can get at a huge discount, even on the high-end side, if you're willing to go with an older unit, especially these higher-end units like Redwoods. Anyways, guys, I think you're going to enjoy this video. I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm not going to talk about the price of this unit yet, but I want you to leave a comment below. Let me know what you think this unit goes for. Now again, this thing sold for well over $100,000 8 years ago. This specific unit has a full body paint job to it. It has a fiberglass rear cap, which we'll show you in a bit. It has an upgraded trail air pin box. A lot of upgrades on this unit and a lot of really good building perks. We're going to go over it pretty closely, but during the video, I'd love to hear again what you think this unit is actually selling for, just to see how accurate you are when everything's said and done. Keep in mind, this is a pre-owned unit, so you are going to see some normal wear and tear associated with the 8 years that this thing's spent on the road. Anyways, guys, let's quickly take a look at the numbers on this Redwood. So this specific unit has a gross vehicle weight rating of 16,000 pounds, and it has a cargo capacity of 2,840 pounds. One thing that you can tell right off the bat is for an 8-year-old unit, this looks great. I mean, full body paint is the way to go if you can afford it, because it does a great job protecting the exterior. It lasts longer than any type of decals, and it makes the unit look very new. I think most people, if they saw this, would think it's a relatively new, if not a brand new, fifth wheel, and that's really cool. The way they built these units back then was also pretty impressive. They were using Schwintek slides, which is really nice, frameless windows. Back here you can see that the main slide is a rack and pinion slide. This runs on Goodyear tires, which is really nice, and they have been upgraded, so these are G load range tires. This uses the Trail Air Equiflex suspension inside of it as well, which is also really nice. You can even see that the fenders look really nice, and they are also painted to match the rest of the coach. Coming around to the back, you can see that the sides of the slide walls are also painted as well. Looks much better than the typical white or black you might normally see. Frameless windows, full fiberglass rear cap, full walk-on roof. Does not have LED lights because they really weren't offered that much back then, but you could easily swap those out for LED lights, and it would give it definitely a much more modern look. It already has a backup camera wired in place, which is also really nice. And it has a 2-inch receiver with a 4-way power, so you can power your brake lights and whatever you might be towing with it. So that's really cool. The back of this thing looks great too. Definitely does not look like it is an 8-year-old fifth wheel. Coming around to the camping side, you can see that it also has another rack and pinion slide over here. Full body paint looks beautiful. This does ride on a drop frame. Let's take a closer look at that real quick. And it is a 10-inch I-beam for the drop frame, so that's also really nice. Many newer units only ride on 8-inch drop frames. Let's take a look at this front storage area. Very thick baggage doors. And check out how large this is. This is a huge storage area. You can see it has a nice netting across the front, plus some nice shelves as well. Some of the things that this unit has, you kind of wish you had in newer units, right? This thing has a lot of really great features, especially considering it's 8 years old. Look at how they even finished off the top of the storage bay. Taking a look at your connections, over here you can see it's definitely had a lot of use, but it's a nice area. You still have your outside shower. The board's positioned really nice, and it's at an angle, which is interesting. Plus, they put these little cables here to prevent the doors from swinging too far open. However, they do catch the wind, so it'd be nice if they had put maybe some type of a friction hinge here. Again, we're talking about an 8-year-old unit, though. Back here, you actually have access to everything as well, which is nice. So if something goes wrong, they give you a little hatch so you can kind of see what's going on with your plumbing from the back side of your panel. Very nice. This is a very interesting style of wet bay door. It uses dual slam latches, and it opens up like French doors. Very interesting. Okay, let's step inside of this 2012 Redwood 36RL. So it's kind of interesting. It came with a really cool kind of RV lock keypad system here. This does have the original RV locking system on it as well, which is nice. So it's essentially keyless entry. Taking a look inside, it still has a relatively modern feel to it. Still carpet in areas where right now you really don't see carpet very much. And 8 years ago, the trend was to kind of have more carpet than linoleum. So you still see a lot of carpet in a unit like this. That's a pretty easy thing to change out though. The carpet on your slides, that's a different story. But you can definitely see the sofa, the love seats have some wear and tear to them. However, overall, this is a pretty cool unit considering the fact it has 3 air conditioning units and they're whisper quiet. So this has 3 whisper quiet air conditioning units in it, which again, a lot of people associate whisper quiet with newer models. But what you can see right off the bat is just the focus on quality, the focus on the way the interior is designed and built, because a lot of current models may not look this nice whenever they become 8 years old. Just the focus on really nice use of materials, as well as slide out drawers. You can see it has a Frigidaire Gallery Series microwave, nice cooktop, nice solid surface countertops. Lots of storage in this unit. The interior is actually pretty beautiful. I mean, they did a great job with the interior of this considering when it was built. Look at the size of this island. It's huge. And it has a really nice look to it as well. It's finished off real well. It has nice trimming. This RV definitely has a lot of life left to it. Nice handrail going up. Let's take a look at the bathroom. So this has a cornered shower. Nice big size vanity. We'll come around this way. Queen size bed in this unit, but you could probably fit a king size if you wanted. You can see it's a one-piece shower stall system. Plenty of room inside there as well. Ceiling height in here is probably about 6'4". A lot of room in front of the bed as well. You have about 3 feet up here. The front closet space is also really nice. And look how well trimmed out it is. Just a very nice space overall. They did a great job with this. Again, you can see the queen size bed in the slide. This is about a 2-foot depth slide, so it gives you a good amount of space. You can see how everything is trimmed off really nicely up front as well. Overall, though, they did a great job with this unit. And then as we walk out, you have a washer and dryer connection in here as well. So you got a lot of full-time living amenities in a unit like this, and it's built for full-time living. These Redwoods are very well-built units, and they're built to last, which is really nice. So even if you got something this old, it arguably might even be built better than something that's brand new, especially considering the exterior is in such great shape. You may have to do some interior upgrades to it, but what I want to know is what you all think this thing is worth, what you think it costs. Brand new, about $130,000. You know, you could probably say it was negotiated down to probably around $110,000. The question is, in its current condition, 8 years old, considering that it is a premium model and it has a lot of great features to it, you know, it's going to need some upgrades to it, or maybe not. Some people might be fine with this. But what do you think it was worth? What was your guess? The actual price, what they're asking for this unit, is $33,000. I don't know if that's higher than what you expected or lower than what you expected, but $33,000. In my opinion, it's actually a pretty solid value. It's definitely something you can pay off a lot quicker than a more expensive unit. You may have to go around and do some little repairs and do some little things to it, but overall, this thing has a lot of life in it. You saw the frame. The frame was in really great shape. What's really special about something like this, and it goes for really any of your premium brands, is that when you get something like this, even if you get it used, there's still a lot of pride in owning it because you know that you're getting a quality built product. It's almost like when people buy vintage furniture that you know is made really well and you kind of want to hold on to it and you don't want to replace it with something new because you risk getting something that might not be as nice. Anyways, guys, I sure hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and we'll see you again very soon.